Hello friends, in today's episode we will learn factorization of polynomial. So here we will learn how to factorize a polynomial. Okay, and for that purpose, at first we will learn factor theorem. So what is the factor theorem? At first I write down the factor theorem on the board, then I will discuss about it. Okay, if Px be a polynomial of degree greater or equal to 1 and a be a real number. Okay, then number 1, x minus a is a factor of Px if Pa is equal to 0. Okay, and number 2, Pa is equal to 0 if x minus a is a factor of Px. So if Px be a polynomial of degree greater or equal to 1 and a be a real number, then x minus a is a factor of Px if Pa is equal to 0. Okay, and the converse theorem is if Pa is equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor of Px. Okay, now if we will do some sums on the basis of factor theorem, I think then your conception will be clear. Okay, so now we will solve exercise 2.4. Okay, question number 1 is determine which of the following polynomial has x plus 1 a factor. Here there are 4 polynomials are given and the question is from this polynomial which has x plus 1 a factor. Okay, so we have to find out it. We take problem number 1. Let Px is equal to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Okay, here the 0 of x plus 1 is minus 1. Now P of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square plus minus 1 plus 1, and it will be minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 and plus 1 minus 1, it will be 0. From factor theorem we know that Pa is equal to 0 if x minus a is a factor of Px. Therefore obviously here Pa means P of minus 1 is equal to 0. Then obviously x plus 1 is a factor of that polynomial. Okay, therefore x plus 1 is a factor of Px. Okay, now you see problem number 2 and problem number 3 are same as the problem number 1. So you will do this problem in your home. If you faces any difficulties, then you let me know in comment box. Okay, I think number 4 it appears maybe harder, so I will do it for you. So now I will do problem number 4. Let Px equal to, here the polynomial is x cube minus x square minus 2 plus root 2 into x plus root 2. In the similar way, zeros of x plus 1, here 0 of x plus 1 is minus 1. Therefore P of minus 1 will be minus 1 whole cube minus 1 whole square minus 2 plus root 2 into minus 1 plus root 2, and it will be minus 1 minus 1 minus minus and minus, it will be plus 2 plus root 2 plus root 2, and it will be, here it will be minus 2 and it is 2, so this 2 will be cross out, and here we get 2 root 2, but it is not equal to 0. Here you see p of minus 1 is not equal to 0. Therefore, in that case x plus 1 is not a factor of px. Okay? I think the problems are not too difficult. I think you have understood very well. Now I will do problem number 2. Use the factor theorem to determine whether gx is a factor of px in each of the following cases. Okay, there are some problems. At first I will do problem number 1. And here px is equal to 2x cubed plus x squared minus 2x minus 1, and gx is equal to x plus 1. So then what we will do? In the similar way, here 0 of gx is equal to what? It will be minus 1. Okay. Now p of minus 1 is equal to 2 into minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square, 2 into minus 1 minus 1, and it will be 2 into minus 1 plus 1 minus plus 2 minus 1, and it will be minus 2 plus 1 plus 2 minus 1, and it will be 0. So we get PA is equal to 0 according to the factor theorem. Here PA is equal to 0, then obviously x plus a is a factor of that polynomial. Therefore, by factor theorem, x plus 1 is a factor of px. Okay, and the remaining all the problem are similar. So you will do all the remaining problem in your home. Now I will do problem number 3 for you. Okay, so the problem number 3 is find the value of k if x minus a is a factor of px in each of the following cases. And we take the problem number 1. Now problem number 1 is px equal to x square plus x plus k. Okay, and it is given x minus 1 is a factor of px. Now if x minus 1 is a factor of px, then by factor theorem what will happen? Then by factor theorem it will be what will happen? P of 1 will be 0. So P1 means 1 square plus 1 plus k is equal to 0, implies 2 plus k is equal to 0, implies k is equal to minus 2, and this is the answer. Okay, now I will do for you problem number 3. Number 2 and 4 you will do it in your home. All the problem are similar types, so this problem are your homework. Okay, now I will do problem number 3. Here also x minus a is a factor of px. So if x minus a is a factor of px, then by factor theorem what will happen? P of 1 is equal to 0. Yes, P of 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, it implies k into 1 square minus root 2 into 1 plus 1 is equal to 0, implies k will be, then k will be root 2 will be plus on the right hand side, and it will be minus. So the value of k will be root 2 minus 1, and it is the answer. Okay, the problems are very easy. So I think all of you can do the remaining problem in your home. Okay, now I will do problem number 4, and the question number 4 is factorize, means factorize the polynomial. Here the 4 polynomials are given, and the question is you have to factorize. Now we will learn how to factorize a polynomial. Okay, there are two procedures by which we can factorize a polynomial. Okay, and the number one is splitting the middle term. Okay, and the procedure number two is using factor theorem. Okay, by these two procedures we can factorize the polynomial. At first we will learn splitting the middle term procedure. Okay, so at first we will take problem number 1, 12x square minus 7x plus 1. You have to listen very carefully what I am telling to you. Okay, if you listen very carefully and follow me, then I think all of you can do the remaining problem in your home. Okay, then what is the procedure? At first you have to multiply the coefficient and the last constant term. Okay, then here coefficient of first term is equal to 12 and the constant term is equal to 1. So we have to at first multiply 12 ones are 12. Okay, I think it is clear. So at first we have to multiply the first term and the constant term, and it will be 12 here. Now here you have to, the sign before the constant term is equal to positive and the sign before the first term is equal to positive. So here all the terms are positive. Okay, now what we will do? We will factorize the middle term. First procedure is splitting the middle term. So we have to splitting the middle term. That procedure we will learn today. Just follow me. Here you do 12 can be factorized in many ways. Just as 1 and 12, because 12 ones are 12. Next 2 and 6. Next 3 and 4. Here you can see each of pair there are two numbers. Now we have to choose between one of the pair. Which pair do we have to choose? We have to choose only one pair. By which way? The sum of these terms will be 7. The sum of these terms will be, or sum of this number will be 7. Here you can see here the sum of 12, 1 plus 12 it is 13, so it is not taken. Here 2 plus 6 equal to 8, it is not taken. Here 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. We take this term. So therefore it will be 12x square minus 4 plus 3 into x plus 1. Now it will be minus, it will be 4x minus 3x plus 1. Now take common between these two terms. Here x is common and 4 is also common. So we take 4x as common. Left 3 4s are 12. So here 3 is left and we take x from x square. So here 3x will be remaining. And from here 1, because we have taken the whole term 4x. And from here we take minus 1 common. So it will be 3x minus 1. And you have to always notice that these two terms, these two factors is always same. These two factors is always same. Now from these two terms you can see 3x minus 1 is common in both the terms. So we take 3x minus 4 as common. Then what is remaining? From here it is remaining 4x and from here minus 1. So this is the answer. Okay. Once you will understand the procedure, then it is very easy for everyone. So this is the splitting the middle term method. Okay. Next I will do problem number 2. Problem number 2 is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. So at first we will multiply this term 2 and 3, it is 6, and the sign before 3 and 2 is positive, and positive after multiplication it will be always positive. Here the sign is positive and here before 2 it is also positive, and we know that when we multiply 2 plus sign it will be always plus. So it is clear that we have to plus the factor. Here we will plus the factor. Now we factorize 6. What will happen? 1 and 6 2 and 3. Now, which pair will take? From here you can see 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. So, here we take these pair 1 and 6. So, we write here 2x square plus 1 plus 6 into x plus 3. And it will be 2x square plus x plus 6x plus 3. And it will be taking x common, so it will be 2x plus 1. And from this term, we take 3 as common, so it will be 2x plus 1. Now take 2x plus 1 is common in both the terms, so we take 2x at first, then what will remain? X plus 3. Okay. Now we will solve problem number 3. 6x square plus 5x minus 6. Here you can see the sign before 6 is equal to minus, and here the sign is plus. So plus minus, plus into minus will be minus. Now we will multiply 6 and 6, it will be 36. Okay, and we have to factorize 36. It will be 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, 6 and 6. Here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pair. Between these 5 pair, which pair will take? Here 36 minus 1 is 35. Here 18 minus 2 is equal to 16. 18 minus 2 is equal to 16. So it is not. Here 12 minus 3. 12 minus 3 is equal to 9. Here 9 minus 5, 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. So we will take this pair. So we splitting the middle term here in this way, x square plus 9 minus 4 into x minus 6. And it will be 6x square plus 9x minus 4x minus 6. From this two term we take 3x as common. So it will be 2x plus 3. And from this two term we take 2 as common, so it will be 2x plus 3. Now 2x plus 3 will be common, and it will be 3x minus 2, and it is the answer. Okay, I think you all have understood very well the procedure splitting the middle term, and so you will do the problem number 4 in your home, and this is your homework. Okay. Now we will learn using factor method. How to factorize with factor method. We do problem number 5, and here it is also factorized. Okay. Now we will solve this polynomial by factor theorem. Okay. Just for your learning. Here also at first you have to notice that the coefficient of x cube here is 1 and the last term is 2. So at first you have to multiply these two terms and it will be 2. Okay. Now let px equal to x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. Factors. Now factors of 2 are, what will be the factors of 2? 1 and 2, minus 1 and minus 2. If we multiply this two terms, then we get 2. 1 and 2. If we multiply this two terms, then we get 2. So the factors of 2 are plus minus 1 and plus minus 2. Okay. Now we will find P of 1, and it will be 1 cube minus 2 into 1 minus 1 plus 2. It will be 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus 2, and it will be 0. From the factor theorem, what we will know? That if P is equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor. Therefore, obviously, x minus 1 is a factor of px. Okay, then I will divide the polynomial px by the factor x minus 1. So x minus 1 we will divide the polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus 2x square minus x plus 2. At first we have to multiply x with x square to get x cube. So first quotient will be x square and it will be x cube minus x square. Then subtracting, the sign will be minus 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 plus and it will be minus x square minus x. To get minus x square we have to multiply x by minus x. So it will be minus x square plus x. Then minus minus plus, it will be minus. So it will be minus 2x and from here plus 2. Now to get minus 2x we have to multiply x by minus 2 and it will be minus 2x plus 2. So plus minus it will be 0. Therefore x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2 and written as, it is the dividend. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Here remainder is equal to 0. Therefore dividend will be divisor into quotient. X minus 1 into x square minus x minus 2. Now in that polynomial we use splitting the middle term. Okay. So it will be x minus 1 and it will be x square minus 2. It can be, what will be the factor? 1 and minus 2 or minus 1 and 2. Here the sign is minus. So we will take which pair? These or this. 1 minus minus 2 it will be 3. Minus 2 minus 1 it will be 1. So we use here 2 minus 1. X minus 2 and it will be x minus 1. Here it will be x square minus 2x plus x minus 2. It will be x minus 1 into x common x minus 2. And from this 2 term we take 1 as common. So it will be x minus 2. Now x minus 1 from this 2 term, x minus 2 is common and remaining will be x plus 1. So at last we get the factor as x minus 1, x minus 2 and x plus 1. Okay. Now we can solve this problem in a different way or different procedure. And what is the procedure? So let's see. So from this term, from this 2 term, what will be the common? X square will be common. So from here it will be x minus 2. And from this 2 term we will get minus 1 as common, so it will be x minus 2. So x minus 2 is common in this 2 term, so x minus 2 will be common. So here it will be x square minus 1, x minus 2. We can write it as x square, 1 can be written as 1 square. And it is a formula, a square minus b square. It can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So it will be x plus a and x minus a. And I think you will do this sum in this way because it is too much easier process. Okay. Next we will solve problem number 2. Take this polynomial as px. Let px is equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Here the factors of 5. Here the factors and here are here minus 5. So the factors will be 1 and minus 5 or 1 and minus 1 and 5. So the factors are plus minus 1 plus minus 5. Okay. Now we take p of 1, value of the polynomial at x equal to 1. What will happen? 1 cube minus 3 into 1 square minus 9 into 1 minus 5. And it will be 1 minus 3 minus 9 minus 5 is 1 minus 17, 1 12, and it will be minus 16. It is not equal to 0. It is not equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 1 is not a factor of this polynomial. Now we take p of 5. Okay, it will be 5 cube minus 3 into 5 square minus 9 into 5 minus 5, and it will be 125 minus 25 into 3, it will be 75 minus 45 minus 5, and it will be 0. Therefore, x minus 5 is a factor of the polynomial. Then what we will have to do? We will divide this polynomial by x minus 5. X minus 5. And the polynomial is x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. At first, to make x cube, it will be x cube minus 5x square minus plus, and it will be 2x square minus 9. To make 2x square, we have to multiply with plus 2x, and it will be 2x square minus 10x minus plus, and it will be x minus 5 plus 1. It will be x minus 5 minus plus, it will be 0. Therefore, the dividend will be x cube minus 3x square, x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5 is equal to x minus 5 into x minus 5 into x square plus 2x plus 1. Okay, and it can be written as x square plus 2 into x into 1 plus 1 square, and this is the formula a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Here it is a square plus 2ab plus b square, so we can write it as x minus 5 into x plus 1 whole square, or x minus 5 into x plus 1 into x plus 1. So these are the factors of this polynomial, and the remaining two problems you will solve in your home, and these two problems are your homework. I think all of you understood these problems very well, and if you have any confusion or difficulties, then let me know through comment box. Okay, so stay tuned today and see you again next day with next episode. Okay, bye.